our welcome into the lives of those we meet, and their welcome into our own. May our souls capture this treasured time. May our spirits celebrate our meeting in this time, for we meet on holy ground. Will the chalice lighters please come forward?
Please join me in saying our congregational covenant located in your order of service. Love is the spirit of this fellowship, and service is its life, celebrating our diversity and joined by a quest for truth. We work for peace and honor all creation. This is our covenant.
Our gathering song this morning is in your teal hymnal, number 1008, When Our Heart is in a Holy Place. And I invite you to stand as you are willing and able, in body or in spirit.
Eloise, you know what I've been thinking about lately? I'm thinking about how much we used to enjoy those all-church retreats at Camp Kirby in the fall. Remember that?
Yeah.
You know, we used to go there that first weekend in October, all weekend, with all our friends from Buff, and just do lots of fun things. Remember that?
Yeah, like the forts, the food, the beach, the campfires.
Yeah. We didn't have to cook for an entire weekend. We could play with our friends on the beach and meet new people and spend time with old friends. That was pretty great, huh?
Yeah.
You know, it's really too bad that we stopped doing that, isn't it?
Mom, if things only happen if volunteers make it happen.
Why are you guys so sad?
You know, we were just remembering how much we love the old church retreats and how sad it is that they don't happen anymore.
Haven't you read the midweek updates? It's happening this year.
What?
When?
It's happening on October 6th, 7th, and 8th.
No, October 6th, 7th, and 8th. Where?
Sandwich Island.
Yay!
We have one more before our story begins. You might notice in the coming weeks in the service and in the midweek update. We're doing a series of Why I Teach from our teachers.
Hello, my name is Elaine Harrington and I teach the preschool class, and I am God's love. And I've been a Unitarian long enough to know that I'm not going to get a hallelujah when I say that out loud. But for me right now, it doesn't matter, and I'm going to give a hallelujah back out to this entire crowd because you are all God's love. I would say that in our Buff family, it's fair to say that we're pretty uncomfortable talking about the mystery of love that people like me call God. And it's easier sometimes to do the work of social justice because we get to turn that love into action rather than talking about it. But I'm telling you, we have to talk about it. We have to say the words God, Jesus, love, mystery, spirit, faith, church, all of those emotionally charged words. We are responsible to use those language in front of our children because it's up to us to give meaning to those words. Because if it's not us saying it, someone else is, and our children are listening. We need to formulate the meaning around these words in this sacred space. And I honestly believe that if we don't foster a spiritual relationship with our children now, then we have failed the next generation. So I teach RE because I value a safe dialogue about divine matters with our children, and I want to keep it open as their sense of the holy evolves in their own free and responsible search for truth and meaning. It fosters religious fluency and resiliency in our children, and that we need this as they continue to develop their spiritual identity. Being an RE teacher has been profoundly rewarding. I've developed relationships with children and families that strengthens our collective sense of belonging. I've had the most interesting discussions with some of our littlest members, and I just invite you to imagine the conversation that grows out of preschoolers' prophetic understanding of Jesus as, and I quote, the daughter of the goddesses. I am God's love, and we are all sacred extensions of that love. I invite you to join me and the other amazing group of teachers that are working upstairs with your kids. Join us on this journey. Be a part of this. Have relationships with the kids. You will never, ever regret it. It's really, really rewarding. And we need you because the children of our children need you, right? It has to be more than a line in the song. It has to be the work that we do today. Thank you very much.
Nielsen is going to be doing our children's story this morning. It's a story she picked out that had meaning to her.
What is God? What is God? You are asking a very, very big question. Boys and girls, grown-ups and old people, everyone wants to know what is God. Maybe we can't really talk about God because maybe we can't see God, or maybe we can't hear God, or even taste or smell or touch God. Maybe we can only feel God, like we feel love, or like we feel happy or sad. Maybe God is what you feel when you stand on a very high mountain and you see a big, beautiful view all around you. Or maybe God is what you feel when you hear beautiful music, sometimes soft, sometimes loud. Or maybe God is what you feel when you see a million stars at night and you feel very small looking up at all of them. Maybe you can feel God when there's loud thunder or bright lightning outside your window. Long ago, people thought that the sun was God, like a very strong and great light that shines through and around everything. But now we know the sun is just one star, and really just one small star in a big universe filled with a million stars. The universe is everything. The universe is everything you can see when you look up at the stars at night. Some people think that God is an old man with a long white beard who sits up in the clouds and looks down at all of us. They think that God this God knows everything we do or say or even think. And when some people talk about this God, they look up at the clouds towards him. Sometimes this God is a nice old man, but sometimes this God is an angry old man. And some people think that if they're not good, this God will be angry with us. Next time you fly in an airplane, look out the window at the clouds. But you don't see that God's there, because no one has ever seen that God. Maybe God is an eternal mystery. Eternal means forever and ever. And a mystery is like a big puzzle, a lot of pieces that you have to fit together. Is there anyone who can really tell us how all the pieces fit together in this big and forever puzzle called God? Some people think that there are teachers who have been able to solve this puzzle, what is God? These teachers, men, women, and even children, have come from many places in the world and have talked in many different languages about the question, what is God? People of the Christian religion understand God as the teacher Jesus taught them. Jewish people understand God by Moses. Muslims understand God as taught by Muhammad. People in the Buddhist religion understand God as the teacher Buddha taught them. And there are many, many more teachers who have taught many, many different people many, many different things about God. But there are so many different ways to learn about the forever puzzle of God. How can we ever begin to understand God? We can start by reading different holy books. Most religions have a holy book in which someone wrote down what their teachers taught them. People of the Christian religion read the Holy Bible. People of the Muslim religion read the holy book called the Quran. People of the Buddhist religion read the sutras, while Hindu people read the Vedas. You see, every religion is different. All people of every religion understand God in their own different way. Sometimes people of one religion want everyone to know what is God in the same way that they understand God. Sometimes people of one religion don't like people of the other religion because their religion is different, or they don't understand the other's religion. And sometimes people in one religion start fights with people in the other religion because they don't understand most religions are the same. How are most religions the same? Most religions teach you that you should be good to other people just like you want to be good, other people to be good to you. Most religions say that you should not lie. Most religions say you should not steal. Most religions say you should not hurt people. There are many, many ways all religions are the same. If everybody thought about all the ways in which all the different religions are the same, many people would have many fights about all the different answers to the question, what is God? Praying is a way to try to talk to God, and people of all religions pray. When people pray, they talk to God from very deep in their hearts about something that is very important to them. People pray to God in many different ways. People pray while sitting or standing, or they pray while reading from their holy book. And people from different religions pray in many different places, called churches, synagogues, mosques, or temples. But you can really pray anywhere, in your bed, in the park, or on a mountain, as long as when you pray, you really mean it. But wait, we've only talked about the big questions. There are many, many people who believe that there are many gods, not just one God, and some people who don't believe in God at all. And there are some places in the world where you're not allowed to talk about God, and where there are no places allowed to even pray about God. But in our country, we believe that everyone can pray, or not, according to his or her religion, as everyone is allowed to ask, what is God? There are many ways to talk about God. What does that mean about everything? That everyone ever says about God is right? Does that mean God is everything? Yes. God is everything great and small. God is everything far away and near. God is everything bright and dark. And God is everything in between. If God is everything, God is the leaf on a tree. If God is everything, God is the elephant crashing through the jungle. If God is everything, then God is the hot wind in the desert. And God is the freezing snow in winter. and God is the big yellow moon. If God is everything, then I am God. You are God. All of us are God. And so when you pray to God, when people of all religions pray to God, we are really praying for that feeling which connects us. When we pray to God, we are praying for the feeling of love to come to us and to everyone we know, maybe even to all of those people we don't know, so that we can all be happy together or apart. And if you really want to pray to God, you can just close your eyes anywhere and think of that feeling of God that makes you a part of everything and everybody. And if you can feel that feeling of God, and everyone else can feel that feeling of God, then we can all become friends together, and we can really understand what is God. So if you really want to feel God, you can close your eyes now and listen to your breath go in and out, and think of how you are concentrating to everything, even if you are not touching everything. Try to feel how you are connected to your dad and how you are part of your mom. Try to feel how you are part of your whole family, like your brothers or sisters, your grandparents, your aunts or uncles, cousins, even your friends. And try to feel how all those peoples are part of the big family. How all these families of the world, even those you can't see or touch, are really a part of you and your family. And if you can start to feel God like that, then maybe you will soon feel the whole answer to the very, very big question that everyone asks: what is God?
While other faiths tell their children what to believe, you ask our children what they believe. We spend a curriculum year exploring life, death, God, service, who we are, what we believe. Each youth is assigned an adult mentor, a guide, if you will, someone who is not a parent, who can share their experiences and build trust and be a listening ear and a gentle nudge. I have immensely enjoyed my first year at Buff. One of the best things about my job is that I get to know incredible people of all ages. I get paid to go on retreats. It was my job to take these youth on a ropes course. We are a rather large, small community here, and many of you know these youths, and I would like to challenge you to know them better. They are each unique and incredible, and they will now be sharing with you what they believe and what they give their hearts to. We're going to start with Heidi Johanna and Zoe Elliott.
Hi, I'm Heidi Johanna, and I'd like to introduce you to a young woman that I've had the pleasure of getting to know this year, Zoe Elliott. When I first met Zoe, her grandmother introduced us at coffee hour. She had short, bright pink hair, and I thought to myself, that is one interesting 12-year-old. And she is. I'm so glad we've had this time together this year because I've gotten to learn some of what makes Zoe tick. Zoe is a deep thinker and explores issues and ideas honestly and thoroughly. We've had some rich conversations over the course of the year about peace and justice, freedom of speech, and freedom of religion. She's loyal to her family and is a fierce protector of, takes her role as a big sister seriously and is a fierce protector of her little brother. Zoe's had some difficult experiences to deal with, but she's responded to them with grace and resilience. What I really appreciate about Zoe is that she is her own person and she is true to her values. Although she has sometimes felt that this makes her different from her peers, she has not compromised her beliefs. I am honored to have been her mentor this year and look forward to continuing our relationship. There's one more thing that I want to tell you about Zoe. Zoe officially becomes a teenager today. Today is her 13th birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Zoe. Happy birthday to you.
I'm Zoe. This speech was originally going to be about bullying, but it ends on a good note. I'm going to talk about bullying today. So for 4 years, I've been bullied for being gay. I can't help being gay. I was born that way. People are afraid of uniqueness, so they then attack that unique person or thing, idea, sexuality, gender, religion, and so on. Because they're afraid. It's okay to be afraid. What's not okay is to attack that person for who or thing, for who or what they are. My brother was bullied at school. I was in a different class than him. I didn't know he was being bullied because he always told my mother and said, I felt and still feel guilty for not being there for when he needed me the most. I believe in equality, peace, and love. I'm still being bullied to this day. I have many battle scars. Love also leaves many, many scars, mentally and physically. I've been heartbroken many times, but I know I'll get through it, and so will you. We are all equal. We are all human, no matter where we are from, what skin color we are, or what religion we believe in. I believe in you. I believe in peace. I believe in equality. I believe in love. I believe in all of us. I know we all go through rough times in our lives. We can get through this together. I believe in all of you. Thank you.
My name is Crystal Leva. I have known Erin Bofield for many years, and it was a great honor to be her coming of age mentor, and I'm so excited to be able to introduce her to all of you. It is hard for me to know where to begin in describing Erin. I could start by telling you what a thoughtful, kind, honest, and gracious person she is, and this would all be totally true. But there's this other little part to her that's a little mischievous, and it makes her a little less predictable than you might otherwise assume. It makes her interesting. She's a very deep thinker and has impressed me with her insights about loss and grief and a keen sense of justice. She's also really funny. She's captivating as an actress and is going to be playing in Cats. When is it, June? Yeah, in June at the Bay Theater. You should see her. She has great comedic timing. Erin has an artistic flair, which includes a great sense of design. She has a lot of plans for redecorating her bedroom. She is a musician, mostly self-taught ukulele player, and she taught me to play some chords and some strumming patterns and lent me a ukulele, so I'm working on it. She demonstrated great patience while decorating Christmas cookies and makes them just beautiful. And I will always be grateful for her to turning me on to the musical Hamilton. Erin can sing every word to every song in Hamilton, which is mind-boggling. There are so many things that impress me about Erin, but I think the thing that strikes me the most is her quiet yet confident sense of self. Erin is happy to consider advice or suggestions, but she's unapologetic if she decides to go her own way. And it's a trait that I admire and a quality that I admire, and I look forward to continuing to spend time with her.
Hi, I'm Erin. I am a learner. I am a creator. I believe that we control our own lives and that the negativity or positivity we create comes from ourselves. I think that if we want a change or something new, we have to trust ourselves to take it in the direction we want. We hold all the power in our own lives, and it is up to us to use it.
Good morning. I'm Eric Henry, and it's been a pleasure and an honor to spend time with and get to know Alan Royce for the past several months as he begins his journey from childhood into adolescence. And I look forward to getting to know him better and spending more time. And here he is, Alan.
I believe that divinity can be found in all things, not just one supreme being. That all things are created equal and that the environment should be protected. Also, last but not least, I believe in treating others as I like to be treated myself. Thank you.
My name is Rick Steele. As a first-time mentor in the Coming of Age program, I have been inspired by the work of our RE coordinator, Jennifer Smith, and the passion and hard work and play of my fellow mentors. But by far, the highest inspiration has come from each of the mentees. All unique, intelligent, talented, and thoughtful individuals. But I'm particularly proud to introduce Liam Reynolds to you this morning. Liam is a fascinating young man of many talents. He is a natural leader that attracts his peers in a relaxed, non-authoritarian manner. I've been regularly impressed with his well-rounded interests, whether they be his relatively recent interest in track and cross-country, as computer tech skills, love of ethnic food, or musical pursuits, as you'll witness before too long. I sat in on a Dungeons and Dragons meeting one Saturday morning here at Buff, and Liam's ability to lead his group by verbalizing mental imagery and clearly communicating the guidelines so that his teammates could visualize the same scene and know their options was particularly enjoyable to me. It's so creative. Activities we enjoyed together included attending the interfaith event at the Sikh Temple in Linden, participating in the Women's March in January, enjoying a foreign film with Pickford, quite a few meals together, and connecting even more deeply at the recent Coming of Age retreat. Getting to know Liam over the last year, which necessarily included getting to know the whole close-knit Reynolds family, has been and will continue to be an honor and a joy for me.
I'm Liam Reynolds. I'll begin this with a simple preface. I don't believe in God or any other higher power. I believe that the collective purpose of life is merely to reproduce and survive. But to each singular representation of life, I believe meaning is subjective. No one possesses any inherent good nor evil, and as such, goals and morals should be derived from what is greatest for the world, because it continues when we are deceased and forgotten. And I have a little thing to play.
first met Charlie at Above Country Dance function about 3 years ago. And last year we saw each other and had short chats on the playground of her siblings and my grandson's school when we both arrived at after-school pickup. Then we were matched for the coming of age program, and getting to know one another truly began. I give you our relationship background because Charlie is a quiet study, but once you get connected in a meaningful way, wow, that personality that emerges is so complex and engaging. First thing you learn is that Charlie is a visual person who puts the world she sees and the one she imagines on paper or canvas. She has her own special lens and style. She also has a mind that goes beyond the surface to the deeper questions at hand and offers up observations and solutions both in group discussion and private talks. She's a team player who contributes to group efforts and has fun doing it. Charlie is also a caring person with a deep love of family, animals, and nature as a whole. Last but not least, Charlie has a wicked and sophisticated sense of humor. Wicked in its complexity, never in a mean or deprecating manner. Being partnered with Charlie for this coming of age program has been quite thought-provoking and great fun. I look forward to our continued friendship. With love and affection, I present Charlie Goff.
I believe that it is okay to not know what you believe. I think that is amazing to be able to change what you believe. I think life can be confusing at times, but that's what makes it so great. Right now, I think anything can be possible. I feel that it's important to keep an open mind. I love my family and my friends. I love exploring and learning new things. In fact, sometimes I want to learn more things than I can handle. I can't live without nature and animals. For me, life is like a roller coaster. Because it may be scary, but you shouldn't be afraid because the guy running the ride says, it's very unlikely. You just have to have fun, make the most of it. I'm sort of a little bit all over the place, but that's the way I like it. And I hope to keep evolving and changing over my lifetime.
I'm Chris Sorge, and this is Lawrence Hovenden. I'll start by saying that this has been a truly fun and rewarding experience. I think it's a testament to this faith community that we have the respect and trust in our youth, that we put the onus of belief on their shoulders. I will be honest, however, and say that I really had no intention of being a mentor, but like many of life's worthwhile endeavors, there often comes a call to action. In this case, it was a quite literal one. It's been a pleasure to get to know Lawrence. Lawrence demonstrates in a lot of ways the oath he has taken as a Boy Scout. You can tell by the way he treats his friends and family what they mean by, quote, being morally straight and mentally awake. It's been surprising to discover how much in common I also have with Lawrence as a teenager. I'm not sure if that speaks positively to his maturity level or poorly of my own. We share a similar experience of growing up in a family that had some differing views on their relationship with the church, and at times a complicated relationship with each other as well. We've enjoyed discussing topics of common ground involving music, reffing soccer, Star Wars and D&D, crafting things both culinary and carpentry, and occasionally delving into the metaphysical. But for all the similarities, this journey is his own, and I'm just glad to have been some part of it.
My name is Lawrence Andrew Hogan. I was born into an avid Mormon family. 3 things I appreciate about being raised in a Mormon household are my Boy Scout troop, knowing that family is important, and to have good morals and high standards. I feel that Boy Scouts have affected my life by teaching me to have high standards for myself and encouraging me to help other people by doing community service, like picking up trash by the side of the road and volunteering in a nursing home. I've also benefited by having been in a leadership position to get me ready for when I become an adult, and to also teach me what responsibility feels like. I value family and think that is important because I give them my loyalty and contribution. Then from it, I also receive unconditional love and loyalty. The devotion I receive from my family to me is worth more than anything. I believe strongly that you will get out of any community what you put into it, and that family is important. Boy Scouts, the Mormon Church, and Buff all contribute to my belief in high moral standards, loyalty, kindness, honesty, and friendship and family. These organizations have contributed to my belief in all of these values by supporting me, helping me, and giving me freedom, but also drawing boundaries. I have also received a lot of guidance from the people I respect in life, which are friends and family. The person who has guided and helped me most in my life is my dad. He has guided and helped me by always being there for me, helping me when I need help, and by being supportive, accepting, and loving me unconditionally. As far as faith goes, I believe in the most Christian standards of God. This helps me offer my values and beliefs to people and communities I am involved with in a more flexible way. I am grateful for my upbringing, my family, and to Chris for being my mentor.
Hello, I'm Sue Sayek, and I was mentor for Ariel this time. Ariel lives an active life. She and I actually had some difficulty getting together times for all the interests that she has. Ariel is a frequent stage performer, acting, singing, and dancing. Just last weekend she was in a dance performance for 2 nights, and she's also in Cats coming up along with Erin. She's involved in Explorers. I learned about some of these activities through random little factoids she tosses out at opportune times. Ariel is artistic, especially drawing. She has this entire hallway in her house that is filled with drawings and paintings from over the course of time. She's a drummer, a cat lover, and a grower of plants. She is also the fastest walker I have ever met. She puts me to shame because I consider myself a pretty fast walker. Ariel is game for just about anything. We didn't make it through all the pages of suggestions we get in this program, but we did discuss our options early on, and she was up for almost everything, which speaks to her confidence and curiosity. Ariel is not a big talker to most adults, but if the interactions with her friends and peers are any indication, she will age very nicely into that comfort. I look forward to seeing where she takes herself over the years to come.
My name is Ariel, and some things that are important to me are drums, acting, and dancing. I believe that all people are equal and should be treated as equals, and that everyone can make a difference. My favorite quote is, "Only dead fish go with the flow," because it tells that you're your own person and you can do your own things. My talents are acting, dancing, art, and drums. I value life, friends, and family. Thanks.
Good morning. I'm Anne-Marie Jordan. Let's see, gotta get to the right page. And I really had no idea what to expect last October when I agreed to be a mentor for coming of age. I was definitely unsure about relating to and spending time with an 8th grader. Fortunately, I was matched with Megan Royce, a friendly, enthusiastic, and vibrant young lady. At the welcome orientation, I immediately learned Megan loves cats, frozen yogurt, singing in the youth choir, and she takes the initiative. She signed us up to lead the first coming of age group session 1 week later. Over the past 7 months, Megan and I created Thanksgiving decorations for her family's dinner, saw the Eagle Huntress, Pippi Longstocking at Bay, and Sleeping Beauty performed by the Bolshoi Ballet at the Pickford. We played games, did a jigsaw puzzle. She introduced me to Cats the musical, and I introduced her to Thai food. She liked it. We went to a cat show and a doll show and Arnie Hanna's Easter egg hunt in the swimming pool. We fed miniature horses and chickens and made peanut butter Rice Krispie bars. We talked about books and theater, opera, family, friends, politics, values, loss, grief, work, and dreams. Megan is curious and engaged and shares her thoughts and ideas. She is comfortable in front of an audience, which is essential for someone who likes to sing, act, and dance. She performed in the Buff Christmas pageant and is currently taking ballet. She wants to dance professionally in the future. My favorite things about Megan are her self-confidence, her kindness towards and genuine interest in young children, her creativity, gracefulness, and her knowledge of what she likes, wants, and intends. She is developing leadership and communication skills and enjoys making a difference for others. I'm honored to be Megan's mentor and am excited to watch her learn and grow, lead and assist, challenge and contribute to the Buff community, Bellingham, and wherever her dreams and spirit take her. You go, girl. I'm watching, supporting, and proud of you. And now Megan's gonna dance.
you like the dance I just did. Because a lot of things in my credo actually have to do with it. I'm going to tell you the things I believe and love to do. Firstly, I love dancing. Because I can express through dance feelings I have trouble describing. The other thing I love and really believe in is nature. The feeling. I love nature because I get this feeling when, for example, I sit next to a small stream or under a tree or in a meadow. I can feel really connected to the force of nature. The feeling is hard to describe, which is why I danced it for you. I call that dance the Forest Girl because I can show my love of nature by doing something else I care about. I believe we should protect nature because of that feeling of love and connection. Another thing I really believe in is taking care of the sick, the old, the disabled, and the little kids. I also believe in and support in those people whom the normal people think are bad or inferior just because they have different colored skin or believe in another religion. If people who think like that are normal, I don't want to be normal. I want to be who I am. Someone who believes in expressing myself through dance, who believes in protecting nature, and who believes in supporting and caring for others, no matter what they look like or what they believe in. That is what I believe. That is who I am. Thank you.
There's more to Carl than I think he knows yet. And I look forward that he discovers all of his talents and gifts. You'll often find Carl making jokes, telling funny untruths, and goofing around. Sometimes perhaps this is to avoid being taken too seriously or to lower expectations. But even then, Carl reveals more than he might expect, showing his cleverness and his wit and his curiosity. In between goofing around in quieter times, Carl's thoughtful side is revealed. He keeps busy with scouting and karate, both of which he's participated in for many years. He's a good kid and a handful. Those who love him, as his parents clearly do, get this about Carl. He is on course to become an even better adult and perhaps even more of a handful. Yes. I wouldn't have it any other way. This is Carl.
I have found, oh no, that's too close. I have found that in life there are many things that we wish that others knew about us. Here is one of mine. I hate almonds. Now you may think like that's silly, but that is me, that is who I am, that is what I believe. I've also found that some people live in their own universe, not thinking about others' feelings or thoughts. Such people act as if they believe that the universe revolves around them and them alone. They care only for themselves. That's not me. I am proud to be a part of a group of people that look beyond their own self-secluded bubble, who care for the world and not just themselves. For this reason, I have found myself drawn to the Bellingham Unitarian Fellowship and the people within it.
Hello, I'm Tara Black, and it's been a whirlwind, wonderful year with Phaedra. I'm pleased to introduce her. Phaedra is, in a word, herself. As she notes and is proud of, she is one of a kind and brings many unique and interesting gifts to those with the good fortune to know her. I've had the pleasure of getting to know Phaedra during her first year in Bellingham, adjusting to a new school and church community with grace and openness. She's not easily intimidated and is also adaptable, open, and friendly. She quickly connects with others, makes friends, and finds a place in her new community. She seems to feel quite at home in her own skin. She is at ease on stage, singing, playing music, or speaking. She quickly became essential to the running of Buff's children's programs, and even became a valuable volunteer in the Buff office. At the same time, she knows how to be a child and have fun as a child with her peers. She is one of those people who I imagine makes whatever she and her friends are doing more fun, creative, and engaging. Her strong leadership skills are already quite evident, and she's one of the most organized people I know, aside from her bedroom. And it is not just people with whom she connects. She connects with the natural world as well. She can create a beautiful sculpture from sticks and leaves found outside. She can find immense delight in a hole sculpted by rainwater in a limestone wall. She loves to hike through woodlands and ferns, and as for the animal world, when she drew the timeline of her life, one of the few momentous events she noted was the new addition of the family dog. I've also been profoundly struck by Phaedra's never-ceasing offers to help and assist in any situation. In fact, she goes beyond offering to help. She sees what needs doing, and she does it, unprompted. A roadside reflector fallen down, she'll pick it back up and stick it in the ground. A jacket forgotten, she'll notice and track down the owner and return it. Did someone leave garbage on the trail? I've not seen this, but she seems just the sort of person who would pick it up and dispose of it properly. I think she is and will be a great steward of any community she is in, and also of the natural world around her. Here's Phaedra.
I do not believe in heaven or hell, in God or the devil. I believe in the simple thought of love. My mother, the wonderful woman that she is, told me something that I have never forgotten. She told me, "I will not tell you what to believe. I will tell you only to be a good person." These words have formed my life in ways she could not possibly imagine. As I said, I believe in love. Love is not something that you can touch, as it should be. It is something that you feel in your heart. You can give it the power to change you and to mold your life, so don't let someone mold you into something you don't want to be. I was asked the difficult question, why are you here? This could mean many things. Why am I here in this second, in this place, in this time, on this planet? I'm here to enlighten my soul and give it the information that it needs. It wants the knowledge for what I believe. It wants to know why I was put on this planet. Why is anyone put on this planet? No, I can not tell you why you are put on this planet, for that is something you must find yourself. But I can tell you why I am put on this planet. I am put on this planet for my family and my friends, for the people who look up to me in a time of struggle or sadness. I am here to help and to teach, for that is what I strive to do. I may not cure cancer or world hunger. I may not be the first person on the moon, mainly because that already happened. But I will be the first me, because I am different, I am unique, and I am special. Thank you.